I used to think, how the hell was my life been? I try to see the future but I see the horizon. No more of that hiding, always ducking and diving. Couldn't stay focused, always slipping and sliding. I was never providing, the heat was on, I felt the temperature rising. Spending every day lying, and every day crying, and every day trying to get away from the streets. No matter what I did, I would always be beat. Until one day, for the first time I prayed, I said, go take me in your arms, do it your way. Living life a lie, don't ask me why. 20 years old with a tear in my eye.
This life and I'm living is hard every day. Everything I do I just hope and pray. Look where it got me in my life. Always doing wrong and never doing right. This life and I'm living is hard. This life and I'm living is hard.
Good orderly direction, God's a man that does your life inspection. When things are wrong, he'll give you correction. If there's a missing link, he'll give that connection. There are signs in life, don't ignore them, collect them. There are chosen ones and that man will select them. People that drink and take drugs, of course it does affect them, especially the ones that have to reject them. They wonder why, they're always for rejection. The closest loved ones, they always seem to neglect them. They should respect and protect them, give them love and affection.
This life and I'm living is hard. This life and I'm living is hard. This life and I'm living is hard every day. Everything I do I just hope and pray. Look where it got me in my life. Always doing wrong and never doing right.
I tried to see the future but I see the horizon. More of that hiding, always ducking and diving. Couldn't stay focused, always slipping and sliding. I was never providing, the heat was on, I felt the temperature rising. Spending every day lying, and every day crying, and every day trying to get away from the streets. No matter what I did, I would always be beat. Until one day, for the first time I prayed, I said, go take me in your arms, do it your way. Live a life a lie, don't ask me why. 20 years old with a tear in my eye.
I wanna say thank you.
Direction, God's a man that does your life inspection. When things are wrong, he'll give you correction. If there's a missing link, he'll give that connection. There are signs in life, don't ignore them, collect them. There are chosen ones and that man will select them. People that drink and take drugs, of course it does affect them, especially the ones that have to reject them. They wonder why, they always feel rejection, because their closest loved ones, they always seem to neglect them. You should respect and protect them, give them love and affection.
This life and I'm living is hard every day. Everything I do I just hope and pray. Look where it got me in my life. Always doing wrong and never doing right. I wanna say thank you, and that I love you. I'm gonna listen to my heart. It tells me the truth.
Hi, this is the Cangle project and this is our diary.
The project is about allowing the people that attend on the Wednesdays to create a music track of their own.
We're going to try and produce it onto a radios, make a film to go with it, and it gives us some goal and can help us with our skills, so it makes it interesting. It's given us key goals as well as we can have a laugh while doing it, but in a sensible way.
And what we've done so far is we're on, I think, week 7, and we've made the backing track with voices, so samples. We've done sampling. And then we've put them in the right order to make a drum track. And then we've got some keyboard sounds to go over the top, and everybody's written hooks, and a couple of people have done some singing, like Darren has done the lead vocal. We came in one day and he said, "Oh, I've got an idea," and he sang the whole rap and then some ideas for the chorus. So between us we've edited it and put it in some kind of rough song shape, and now we're working next door to change the sounds of the keyboards and change because everything's sampled, we can just grab a bit and drag it somewhere else and make a new song out of it virtually instantaneously.
I'm Sam, and I'm basically here to help with putting the music together and taking all the parts that everybody's done individually and placing them into one final song. They're actually making the beats themselves and the bass lines. I mean, I'm showing them how it can be done, and if they have difficulty with it, I'll sit and do little bits, but they're creating most of the content themselves. Yeah. We began by teaching the basics of the program Soundforge and Reason, so they could record sounds into Soundforge to use within Reason, so they had their own input onto the song. So we did that by recording little bits of the voice that they could use the drum kits, like a bass drum and a kick drum, or a clap or tap on the table or something like that, and then showed them how to transfer that across, and then took those parts and arranged them into a drum beat. So back down to the original one.
On this.
That's what I was just about to say.
That or this? Was the original one that?
Yeah, that was. If you go back to the first one. That's the beauty of music. You can sit there and hit a few keys, or you can move some drums around and move the bass around, and you don't necessarily have to be an expert in music to know what you like hearing. So I hope they've picked up a little bit about the program, so they know they could sit there on their own and maybe create something. I think they've realised how that it's a lot easier to create a whole song necessarily, because usually if you stand back and listen to it, you don't necessarily think about the elements it's made up of. And I'd like to think they've got a bit more of an understanding of the structure of songs and things like that.
It's good to be able to just go through all the different sounds and decide what I wanted it to sound like.
For someone like Darren, the project was perfect. You know, it was a brilliant opportunity for him to kind of get some of that stuff out and organise some of his ideas and thoughts and feelings into a track, which is like a 3-minute little, piece of his mind, isn't it? A piece of his heart.
I wish I'd say like behaviour of youngsters, because a lot of people in this town have talent, and they don't get to express it anywhere really. And the way they express themselves here is like, whatever they do, they get bored and they go out and cause trouble.
I thought the strength of this course was that you didn't need to do anything, you didn't need to know anything about music. I mean, the strength of this course was that you could turn up without knowing anything about music and make a drum beat by clicking or doing some samples, by singing into something and then cutting it up to shape.
I think projects like this give, especially music related, because everybody involved in the project has their own particular musical taste and actually knows quite a lot about music already. So it's kind of tapping into those interests and skills that people already have and developing their work really.
It's been good as well.
Yeah.
Everyone joined in and done their bits and helped other people do what they need to do on it and everything, so it's gone really good.
Yeah, I think we're going to be famous.
I used to
ducking and diving. Couldn't stay focused, always slipping and sliding. I was never providing. The heat was on, I felt the temperature rising. Spending every day lying, and every day crying, and every day trying to get away from the streets. No matter what I did, I would always be beat. Until one day, for the first time I prayed, I said, God, take me in your arms, do it your way. Live a life, a lie, don't ask me why. 20 years old with a tear in my eye.